How to talk to someone you don't want to, but have to. Smart ways to respond to conflict at work and at home. With Bannister, emotional therapist and author.
Understanding patterns in yourself and in others is essential to trying to communicate with someone you don't want to, but have to. Kids develop coping systems when they're very young. As an example, if Johnny or Susie hear a parent saying, "Did you break this cookie jar in the kitchen?" If they want to save their little bum from a spanking, they will learn how to say, "No, it's a lie," and it's a coping system that we learn. We become very inventive. When I was younger, when I was about in 4th grade, my mom knew and noticed that I was taking all my underwear to school. I think I had 7 pairs, and I was taking these 7 pairs of underwear to school, and I was coming home wearing them. And she was very concerned that something was wrong with me. I think it had to do with a great uncle. So she took me to a psychiatrist in Montreal, post-war, and he took me aside in his office with my mom outside and talked to me for about 20 minutes and made some probing questions and found out that I was a bit of a troublemaker in school and that I wanted to get away with things in class, to be a person of note in class. And what I would do in class was something that would irritate the teacher that would get me sent to the principal. And when we were sent to the principal, we were given a strapping. We had to bend over the desk, get a strap, and then we had to walk out through the teacher's lounge all crying and humble. What I had discovered is that if I wear all 7 pairs of underwear, I wouldn't get hurt. So we become very inventive with these methods of trying to cope with situations. So it's only natural that you need to change your patterns. When yelled at, do you fight or do you run away? You need to change how you handle things. Here's an example. Clasp your hands together. So change the way your thumbs are. Next, change the way your fingers. What does that feel like? For many people, this is very awkward and it's uncomfortable. After a while, you will get used to it and you'll be able to do it quickly. It's all about learning how to change, because you learn things when you were very young, how to cope with situations, and you need to learn to change. Here's an example. There's a mother mouse, and she's in the wall with her son, and she says, "Okay, son, let's go find some food." And they're walking across the living room, when all of a sudden, meow, there's a cat. The mother looks at the cat, looks at her mouse hole, looks at her son, and then goes, "Woof." And the cat goes, "Is that a dog? I hate dogs. If that's a dog, I'm out of here." So then the mother mouse looks down at her son and says, "Now, do you see how important it is to learn a second language?" This is what it's about, to change your patterns and learn something new in a different way. There's a challenge that I learned to do physically so that I could believe I could do it emotionally and mentally, and that was putting on my pants. Sounds funny. I always used to put my pants on in the morning with my left leg. And I had an exercise that was taught by my professor at university to train myself to put it with my right leg. The first few days I had my pants halfway up and I went, "Oh, I'll do it tomorrow." And finally on the 3rd or 4th day, they were halfway up and I had to take my pants off, start over on the right. Long story short, it took me a week before I learned to habitually put my pants on the right-hand side. Training yourself, even though things are awkward, like putting your hands together as we discussed at the beginning. Change how you answer the phone. Change how you take your direction home, even if it's longer. Learn to approach with different patterns the life that you lead. Particularly if you're going to talk to someone that you don't want to, but have to. You need to change yourself. Check out my website for more free videos, book chapters, newsletters, and remember the secret of Buddhists, yogis, coaches, even smart business people. Breathe. This is number 4 in a series of 5. The next one is about the anger shield. I'm Bannister. Thanks for joining me.